Welcome back to the channel. I'm out here today working on the Slant Six, and this video is about installing a homemade DIY cam button out of Slant Six parts and other little odds and ends you have laying around, or maybe you might have to go to someplace like Menards or something to get the special little grade 8 bolts. One's a jam nut, one's a regular nut, but it's 3/8 24 fine. It's basically fine thread. But anyway, this is what we're doing. I've already got the whole. What I did is I don't have the gasket on here on the timing cover, and what I did is I bolted this down. I took that little deal I was telling you about. Oh, there goes that. One of these little ear plugs. This is the one for, it's got the little piece that goes around your neck or up over the top of your head while you got your these are replacement ear plugs. But I use the other cheap little squishable foam ones, and you just glue that right in the middle. When you have this cover off the cam sprocket nut, bolt, whatever. You already, last time I talked about how you do your little dimple in there in the middle of that cam button. I don't know if you can see it. Let's focus. There we go. You can see the dimple in there that I drilled into it using my drill press, and then started off with a tiny drill bit, and then went to a wider one, so it's got a countersink, so to speak, if you look at it. Anyway, I'm using today, let's find it here. Okay, so I've got the Slant Six adjustable rocker nut, and this will be your cam, used as your cam button here. This round part here that goes down inside the rocker shaft tip. And then I've got a regular grade 8 3/8 by 24 grade 8 nut, and then I've got a grade 8 jam nut, which is a lot skinnier, as you can see, but it's also 3/8 24. And then I've got a kind of a thick walled 3/8, or not 3, well, it's kind of like a 3/8 inner diameter, but it's a grade 8 washer. And what we'll be doing is, I've already set the adjustment on this exterior bolt. It goes in here like this. I got the washer, goes on first, and I already got it adjusted where it's going to sit in there right in the middle of that, and it's flush and it won't move around, it's not wobbling. And what I'll have to do is I'll have to I won't be able to do this with the camera, holding the camera and weld at the same time, but anyway, I'll start off by lining all this up, and then putting a spot weld on all 4 corners outside between the timing cover and the washer. So basically it'll be like this. And then what I'll do is, once I get that tacked down, I bring in the adjuster, and then what I'll do is, while I have this adjusted, I'll weld 4 spots on the nut to the washer itself. And then we'll go from there. And then once that's, and then of course this small jam nut, once I get all the other stuff taken care of, that actually goes inside here to where you can, once you get it, the adjuster, the cam nut adjusted, then you take the little jam nut, and while you got a 3/8 wrench on here, and then you got a a 1/2 inch wrench on here. This will be you tighten this down to where it tightens up against this grade 8 nut. And what I'm going to be doing too is I'm going to run a little bit of not regular Teflon tape, but I'm going to be running some yellow pipe thread tape for like gas and stuff like that. That's a little bit thicker. And then once I go to put this jam nut down, I'll use some blue gel Loctite to once I tighten that down, make sure. But everything's going to be, all the seams will be welded up so you don't leak. And then on the inside, just to be on the safe, I also have to take this off and weld a square little patch plate on the inside. I've already got it ground down to bare metal in there, and just put a couple spot welds in there to hold it in place. And then there are a couple spots I got to drill a hole through the middle of it, and then spot weld a spot in here, and that'll just help it reinforce it since this is just sheet metal. But anyway, let me get started here and I'll show you a little bit of progress. Okay, so as you can see, it looks a little crude now, but like I said, I got to take this adjuster bolt out of here. Bolt, and finish cleaning this up without warping this, and then put that reinforcement plate on the back side. But okay, when you come back, I'll have more of this welded up. Okay, so I already saved you the time. I've got the let's see here. There you go. I already got everything all sealed up, welded, ground down, cleaned up, sealed up, painted, primed and painted. Got the gaskets on. Now I got the bolts. Get ready to install the bolts and tighten this up. Then all I got to do is unpeel the tape from off the harmonic balancer, the timing tab here, and that's pretty much it on that. And then I can just set the screw and the adjuster and stuff in there, and set it. And then I want to get the oil pan on today. And I'm hoping to get this engine down into the engine bay today. So, and then go from there. But